We'll be getting started in just a minute. I just got to prep a couple of things that we can take a look at. And we'll get the books out, and we'll do the whole new comic book day thing. Won't it be great? So, just a minute or so. Actually, you know what? Let me start the music over. So we start off with The Endless, the beginning of our Space Church soundtrack. And then we'll just roll right into the party. I'll see you in a moment. Maybe three whole moments. Bro, I didn't even put a title on the stream. That's where I am tonight. We are Ultra Omega Scuff. That's okay. It's okay to be Scuff, man. It's okay to have stuff in your life come up that can be a little bit difficult. Okay. I think we are just about ready to roll. Hold on, I think I got one more little thingy I gotta do. And that is go put out a tweet saying, yo, I'm live, bro. That way people know I'm live. I also need to open the stream up. Because if I don't do that, I can't moderate it because, well, I'm using an old Streamlabs OBS because I didn't feel like dealing with logging in and out of regular OBS. So, you know how life is. You know how life goes. Get shareable link. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Alright, there we go. Got my stream open. Let me go hit up the Twitters. We got a lot to talk about. And it's kind of melancholy. It's kind of a downer. Hey, come hang out for like an hour with me on New Comic Book Day over on the Tubes of You. And let me just... actually, no, let me not drop that over there. Let me grab this. That is not what I did. Go the frick away, pop-ups. There we go. Gonna talk about new comic books and also a movie I just got done watching. Yeah, that's right. We got a movie to talk about tonight. Link in the comments. No, could I just stream straight to Twitter? Hey, Ninja Weasel. Hey, guys. We'll be right back. I cannot see the chat. I just saw it for a second. Now, here's the NCBD link. Okay. Now, I guess I can get rid of the stream starting soon text here, because we are started. Get this bag out of here. Plastic bag crumpling. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness? No. I mean, I'm not that sad. That's a pretty good album, though. Not as good as Machina 2. That was a positively sublime album. It also helped me pass the GRE. If you have not listened to Machina 2, you really should. Absolute baller album. Best thing Smashing Pumpkins did. Oh, that is not the right monitor. Hello. Oh, hey, we can read your chats from Neil deGrasse Tyson because I'm using StreamYard, or Streamlabs here. Let's check these out. Let's check these out before we get started, XLG, since you're here. Reports for liking Smashing Pumpkins. Hey, Douglas Ernst. Welcome to the party. I better put down a comic book instead of just this random novel that I was talking about on a video this morning. Here, get out of here, Rogue Squadron. There we go. There's a comic book. Now we're on topic. So why is it not actually showing my right monitor when I select show my right monitor? What the heck is like wrong with these scenes? Let me just make a new scene real quick. Apparently we're doing this live. Boom. All right. Welcome to the darkness. It is eternal, and it will never go away. Actually, it will go away in just a second as soon as I find the button I'm looking for. No, not window capture. Display capture. That one. Add source. Add a new source. Yeah, call it display capture 1. Nope. Nope. Why are you not picking the right screen? Bro. Hey, there we go. That's what it should have been showing. This is a great album. They released it for free on the internet. So, you know, naturally, being a guy who had a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, who had some free time in the year 2000, I downloaded it. And actually, I didn't know, it helped me on the GRE, okay? And the reason it helped me on the GRE is I was sitting there and I'm on like the bullcrap English language part of the GRE, right? And they gave me a question. It's like it's, what is it? It was like looking for antonyms or something. And the word was Saturnine, right? Well, there's a track on Machina 2 called Saturnine. Should be on the second album. Yeah, here it is. And the mood of this track is super depressing and super like low and slow. And so I took that information and I picked the antonym to that feeling, and here I am, guy with a PhD. So you could thank the Smashing Pumpkins for my education. All right, so welcome to New Comic Book Day, my dudes. Sorry for the scuff. Sometimes things get scuffed, and that's just how it is, and that's okay. You know, that is okay. You can have a little scuff in your life. Mr. Ernst, since you're here, let me find something, and I'm going to put it up on screen. Yes! There you go. Your career as a supervillain right there. Anyway, we'll close out the meme vault here. I like to have funny things for people. I like to have some funny things for people. So, New Comic Book Day. It is a Wednesday. And when you go to a Graham Crackers Comics on a Wednesday, man, they really should pay me for this. I would just like rep them 24/7, man. When you go to Graham Cracker Comics on a Wednesday, you get not one, not two, but 3 books for free out of the dollar bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin. Inflation is killing us all. So, I actually picked up some stuff I'm interested in reading today. Like, usually, when I go dig something out of the 50-cent bin, I get something like this, where it's like, I don't know what this book is, and it's really strange, and I'm frightened of it, because I look at it, and I don't know what to make of this thing, right? Well, not today. No, sir. Today, we got some stuff I'm actually interested in. Billy Tucci's She. Now, there's like 1 million issues of She. This guy's been making these for like 30 years. So I never know where I'm actually going to fit in the story. Like, I'm looking here at the credits, and I don't really see Billy Tucci anywhere in the credits that matters. So I guess he just kind of oversaw the book, which is a bummer. But hey, it's another random issue of She to add to my collection. Always like seeing crazy samurai action. Bro, is this just like we're looking at the heroes? Like, this is not actually... Bro, this isn't even a comic book. This is like one of those things Image would put out where you would just learn 1 million things about the characters, and there'd be like stats like, you know, could lift 872 pounds, bench press. Yeah, we're like catching up on the story. This is like a summary of the main story arc of She. And then we get 1 page of actual comic book over here. Check out the further adventures of She this July in She Heaven and Earth #1. So I never know what I'm going to end up with, dude. Crossovers and other appearances. Dude, there's like 1 million books here. Crazy stuff. You never know what you're going to get out of the dollar bin, man. I certainly don't try to look for good things when I'm looking through the dollar bin. I try to look for some weird stuff. But I couldn't resist. Also, out of the dollar bin, which used to be the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin, inflation is killing us all. I'll keep saying that until somebody laughs. We got a book I actually probably want to read. It doesn't look like it's a particularly good Spider-Man book, but it's a Web of Spider-Man I didn't already have. And it was for free! And it's actually like in okay shape. I mean, it's not ripped or folded over or nothing. So I'm kind of wondering why this thing wasn't in, you know, the back issue bin with every other Spider-Man book. Usually when it comes to Marvel, inflation is killing us all, but not the children. Definitely not the children. You know, they seem remarkably sturdy in the current House of Slaughter stuff. Which reminds me, I do still got to catch up on Something is Killing the Children here. I got, there's 37, here's 36. Oh, I got to read the new Barbaric issue that came out like a month ago. Is it still new if it came out a month ago? It is to me, anyway. Or what is even going on here? We've got, like, a bicyclist with a giant metal rifle trying to punch Spider-Man with the rifle? This doesn't even make any sense. She's the killer robot on the cover? Is that going to get revealed here? Oh, yeah, there she is. She's taking battle damage. This is somebody's pitch for, like, a cool gimmick action figure that would have cost $9.99 in the year 1990. Dude, G.I. Joe's got freaking expensive in the 90s. You may not remember that, but I remember looking at, like, the toy section when I was, like, I don't know, 12 or whatever, and they'd have, like, the Chemical Warrior G.I. Joes or something like that, and they were color-changing G.I. Joes, and they cost, like, $10, and it's like, what the heck? When you was a kid, you bought a lot of Web just because it was Spidey, but it was like eating peas. There's a couple Web of Spider-Man issues I really like. I kind of appreciated some of the ones that I do remember, because it always seemed like a slightly grittier Spider-Man. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, like you'd read Amazing and Spider-Man is like fighting an alien or something. You go to Spectacular and he's fighting like the Rocket Ranger or something. And then you pick up Web Spider-Man and it's like Tombstone selling dope to kids at school. I kind of appreciated that. At least that's how I remember this stuff in my mind. It's been a long time since I read a lot of these Spider-Man books, so I don't know if that's still true. And I think Web of Spider-Man might have been the book that had the Kingpin beating werewolves to death. Like, I think Webb might have been the series that had Kingpin beating up, like, the Russian werewolf mobsters with his silver-tipped cane. I think that might have been in Webb. I remember that in a Spider-Man book, and I think it was Webb. I could be wrong. There's some cool Harry Osborn issues. I believe it, man. I don't have nearly as much Spider-Man stuff as I thought I did. You know, as a kid, you get like 50 books or something, and it seems like so many books, right? And then I look like at my bins back over in the closet behind me, and I realize, you know, 50 books ain't that much at all. Because... Oh, hold on. I gotta mute my mic for a second and take care of something. The fan in my computer's decided to go renegade. Okay, the renegade situation has been resolved. Yeah, you know, as a kid, it's like 50 books or whatever is so many. At least it was for me. I remember going to Walmart, and they had those things where you'd buy like a plastic bag, and it would have like 3 comic books or whatever for $1 or something. Like, I remember doing that. Like, my dad would buy me some of those, and so I picked up a lot of random 80s Avengers comics from that, and I felt like I was so rich, like I had so dang many books. It was great. It was great. Anyway, this looks like an okay Spider-Man comic. It looks like it's just one big fight scene, and it doesn't look like it makes a whole lot of sense. And I guess that's okay, because you're fighting a killer android. What archenemy sent the killer android after Spider-Man? I don't know. The Spider Slayer guy, whose name I'm blanking on. Alistair Smythe. Alistair Smythe, that's the Spider Slayer guy. He's the likeliest candidate. He's always making robots. I mean, he's probably dead at this point, but that never stopped a comic book villain before. Alright, I got this one because I really like the cover. But it's from that time period in X-Men where I didn't really like X-Men books. And kind of stopped reading them. You know, kind of... Oh, how do I define it? I got to think about this for a second before I drop the book down. Like, I realized looking back, like stuff like Age of Apocalypse and all that was really cool. But that kind of mid-late 90s X-Men stuff. Get over there, Webb. Oh, it's like Spider-Man's he's getting blasted by the reflection right there. Sorry, Spidey. Can't dodge the speed of light, bro. But that like mid to late 90s X-Men stuff is kind of where I dropped off the X-Men, man. Part of it was I couldn't buy enough comic books to keep up with it. Like, books got expensive. They got mad expensive. A book went from costing $1 in 1990 dollars to costing like $3 in 1993 dollars. And I got like $5 a week, dude. I could not keep up with this crap. So I fell off hard from reading comics. The price was part of it, and the inconsistency. Like, I would pick up a book, and then I would not be able to get the next issue, or the issue after that, or the issue after that. So all this stuff from kind of like the mid-late 90s is things I've seen much later. Like, these are not things I have fond memories of. And every now and then I would see books that had art in them that was just kind of like, what am I looking at? I bought this one book. It might have been the last X-Men book I bought until after the Millennium. And it was like Charles Xavier trying to psychoanalyze Sabretooth. And it had the worst looking art I've ever seen. Like, it was probably, like, somebody out there probably considers it like really cool looking high art and amazing and stuff. But not me. But I saw this and I'm like, that's a really cool cover, man. That's a freaking cool cover. Freaking aliens, because the Brood are basically xenomorphs. And the X-Men are getting the crap beat out of them. I got sucked in as soon as I was flipping through the bin. I saw this and I was like, bro, I gotta check it out. And is that supposed to be Bishop? I think that's supposed to be Bishop, isn't it? Oh my lord. It gets cooler looking, right? Oh, those dudes are super gnarly up there. That's awesome. Bro! Okay, that one panel with Bishop was kind of goofy, but I like a lot of the other pages in this, man. These are crazy pages over here. Look at this crap. Look at this. This is awesome. Look at those freaking teeth, dude. Oh, it's so good. They raised prices around the time Spawn came out, sort of like they did the same with baseball cards. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Gotta mow more lawns. You know, I don't even like mowing my own lawn. Oh! This is crazy Wolverine over here. His head's a little lumpy, I think. But I really like the energy being displayed. That's awesome. Ah! Just imagine you're like walking along or something, this comes jumping out of like a dark alleyway at you. Not a happy place to be. Not a happy time to be alive. I guess the woman's Moira McTaggart, huh? No, that's somebody named Hannah. Okay. Not really recognizing you, Hannah. Oh, there's some more cool stuff. Yeah, there's definitely like some anatomy issues to be worked out here, but this book's got great energy. I like it. This looks pretty cool. This is a lot more exciting to look at than the Web of Spider-Man was. This was a special event. How much did this cost? $2.95. See what I'm talking about? Books went from costing like $1 to $3. For a long time, the last Marvel comic I bought was like, it was when I was moving back from Hawaii. So this would have been 1997, I guess. And it was a Fantastic Four #1. I guess they had just done the Onslaught thing and rebooted the universe or something. And so I got that at the airport of all places. Yeah, that's where I'm living my life, man. I'm living that airport life, Mr. Ethereal Dragon. As a reminder, we are listening to the Endless Space soundtrack because Amplitude Studios once said you can use it with attribution as music in streams. So here we are. It's a great soundtrack. I like to call it Space Church music. We've been rocking this as music on these streams for years. Endless Space is a great game. If you like strategy games, it's a pretty cool one. I like the sequel too, but the sequel and the original are in fact pretty darn different games. Okay, so there's what we got out of the free stuff. Web also suffers when you compare the art to... Yeah, isn't it amazing? That's true. Or even Spectacular, dude. Like, Web definitely looked like the third string book. And the writing was like, yeah, it's the third string book. Which is a shame. Like, you should not have parts of your product line that you neglect that badly. But whatever. Whatever. We got like some random stuff I want to talk about here because I just found out something today. Nobody told me for like 18 months. The guy who worked on Ferryman... Oh, let's zoom in a little bit. Sorry. There we go. The guy who worked on Ferryman died. I had no idea that Sean Campbell was dead. Nobody freaking told me that this dude was dead. Nobody took over his Twitter account and posted that he had died or anything. He's just gone. It sucks, man. Because I liked his book. Ferryman was really cool. Is this the one that has the... Yeah. There's a campaign for Ferryman 2 on Kickstarter. It was this wild book. It was like a little murder mystery thing. There was a whole like terrorist plot line going on. And it was about like companies selling people the digital afterlife. And so the main character was a ferryman. Let me do air quotes for you. Come on, click the Elgato. A ferryman. So he would take somebody's memory implant and ferry it to the afterlife. It was a great book. It only did 2 issues. And yeah, apparently he passed away on October 17, 2022. I didn't know. The weird thing is, I was just thinking about this on Sunday. I was just thinking about it on Sunday. I was thinking, man, I wonder if that guy ever made an issue 3 and I just missed it. And, yeah. You didn't know Sean Pass went till tonight too? Yeah, man, I'm just... Yeah, see, you were thinking the same thing I did. You thought he just kind of left Twitter. A lot of people were just kind of drifting away from Twitter because it's just a cesspit of drama and hatred and pain. So I had to go scrolling through a lot of Twitter to find this tweet here because I'd never even heard of Eden falling before. And along the way, I found like this, and again, nobody tagged me in, man. Nobody tagged me in. I would have liked to have known sooner. What really hurt is I went a little further, like I was just scrolling and I found this one here. Tank pulling back some great memories. I remember Blue Mamba. That was an interesting one-off book. Should have been a series. Here's the guy talking to him after he's already passed. That really hurt. And I was already... Oops, wrong thing. I was already in kind of a bummer of a mood because I just got back from watching this movie, and this movie is super melancholy. Like even the ending, which is kind of uplifting, is pretty melancholy. Like it's this there's a girl that's sick and her adopted parents send her to live in the country, and so she goes to live in the country with their relatives, and there's a little bit of mystery as to exactly what's going on. Like, is she being haunted by a ghost? Is she hallucinating? She is isolated. In fact, one of the first things she says in the movie is, "I'm on the outside." And that really sets the tone for her interactions with everybody, except for the title character, Marnie, who's the little girl on the right. And is also the one that she's dreaming of, or hallucinating, or is haunting her because she's a ghost. And we kind of... I don't know if I can talk about this without really just spoiling it. But it's about, like... I'm going to say, like, the generic phrase, coming of age, right? It's about, like, coming of age, but it's also about, like, finding your place in the universe, learning who you are, coming to understand yourself, coming to understand other people, and growing as a person, and coming out of your shell. And it's a really kind of melancholy film. Like, it's a lot like real life, man. There's people out there who live really rough lives, and the movie kind of goes into that kind of stuff. It was a good movie, but it left me feeling down. So I come back, right? I come back from when Marnie was there. I'm starting to prep this stream. I'm starting to get ready, and I see this on my Twitter feed. I'm like, what hurts? What hurts? What do I need to do? You know, who do I got to go? Like, whose house do I got to egg or whatever? And then I scroll up and I see this, and I'm like, bro, is this some elaborate troll? So I spent like the next 10 minutes doom scrolling Twitter trying to find this, and then I find out it's not a troll, that this isn't some weird in-joke or something, that it's actually real. And so that just kind of put me in a bummer of a mood. Interesting that movie, when Marnie was there, is based on a novel, and I feel like I know this author's name from something, but I was looking here and I don't recognize like any of this stuff. It might have been Teddy Robinson, I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting novel. It's definitely one of those books that they love to hand to, like, you know, 12-year-olds to depress you. Like, you know, yeah, let's go read Bridge to Terabithia or whatever, and let's just get depressed because everybody dies. Or let's go watch My Girl, and then let's follow it up by watching the Bee Movie. What could possibly go wrong? Don't answer that. We all know what can go wrong. Oh boy. That's rough, man. And then, of course, you know, first book I bought, you know, first paid book I got is Geiger, which is set in a post-apocalyptic world. So while there was some really cool looking stuff in here, by really cool looking, I mean me find that panel I saw when I was in the store. Yeah, by really cool looking, I mean we have freakish mutants in the wasteland. Yeah. The subject matter is not happy, so once again, I'm kind of like rolling into depression. You don't need to watch depressing things. Why? Is your life that bad, Ethereal Dragon? Is your life that bad? Anyway, I've been really enjoying Geiger here, because for all the depression in the setting, like all the horrors and stuff that a post-apocalyptic universe brings, this book actually has a really fun dynamic between our main character, the radioactive man, Geiger, Tariq, and his faithful knight. It's very much a... hold on. Let me see if I can find a good panel of them together. Like, they definitely have a Sancho Panza and Don Quixote kind of relationship going on. It's a little like turned on its head, because in this case, the Sancho Panza character is the one that's kind of comedic, and you know, he's a sillier person than Tariq is, but I think it works pretty well. It's been a fun book to read, and of course, the freaking artwork by Gary Frank is great. I keep saying this, but all these Ghost Machine books are all colored by Brad Anderson, so they all, despite having different art styles, let me see, I got Red Coat down here, and Rook is somewhere. Here's Rook. So despite having different artists on the interiors, they have kind of a unified look to them, because it's the same colorist working on the books. It brings them some visual cohesion that would otherwise be lacking. I think it's a really great idea to get like the same dude to color your whole line of books. I don't know if they can keep this pace up, man, but I definitely do know that this is a lot of fun. And seeing like freaky mutants and stuff, I'm like pretty sold on this particular issue. Like, it could be a terrible issue. I don't know. It could be garbage. But we'll have to find out. Fun fact, XLG says, he frequently mixes up Sancho Panza and Pancho Villa. Have fun with that, man. Have fun with that. And this track right here is why we refer to this soundtrack as Space Church music. We are so in the cathedral of comics right now. All right, where are we at? We're at 30 minutes, man. We're blasting through this. I honestly thought I was going to spend a lot longer talking about Sean Campbell. I don't know. I guess I didn't know him that well. I guess I just didn't know the man that well. But I sure liked his book. And of course, next up on the list for today, YouTube is going to hate this cover. Doug Ernst, I know you're a good Christian boy. You should probably not be looking at books about vampires at all, much less ones as scantily clad as Vampirella. But yeah, Vampirella number 669. She's sworn some battle damage right there. Probably YouTube is going to knock this stream offline. They're going to be like, this is adult content or something. And you know, they wouldn't be that wrong. I'm way behind on my Vampirella reading though. I still got issues of Unholy from like a year ago or more that I got to read, so I have no idea what's going on in this book, but it's good to see the last man from his universe here still hanging out and doing stuff. Like, I don't know why the spaceman is around, but he is. There's the Vampirella's temporary girlfriend who has the Ring of Belial, or had it at some point. This book is just completely insane. Oh, there's Vampirella fighting her real self, because Vampirella is not the real daughter of Lilith, so of course they're having a throwdown. Like, it's just, everything is insane in this book. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But whenever I get around to reading it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. We got to be careful not to show too much of that on stream, because the YouTube overlords will come for us. And if the YouTube overlords come in here, here's what they're going to do. Boom! Stream is dead. boom, everything sucks. That's what they do, man. Oh, I see in the chat, somebody's smacking a bunch of hearts over there. I can't actually see like the chat very well in the Streamlabs desktop interface, or for whatever reason it doesn't want to ever log me in. So I appreciate seeing those hearts now that I was actually looking at the actual browser window with the stream in it. Thumbs up for hearts. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys choosing to spend some of your precious Wednesday night here with me. So I'm going to go back up in the chat for a second. Let's see, you're in North Carolina for Heroes Con. I saw some tweets to that effect for Tim and Mark traveling. I don't think I saw you were traveling. So, this one, huh? Oh yeah, Charlotte. Anybody cool here? Aside from you, Mr. Ernst? Featured guest list. I'm waiting for... Hey! The frickin' Enforcer's gonna be there. That would have been fun. Ooh, Simon Bisley? Yeah, there's a lot of names here I recognize. That's really cool. Bob Camp? He did like 1 million books, didn't he? Or no, he was just an animator, right? Did he actually animate G.I. Joe? I don't remember that, but I'm willing to believe it. Wow! Chris Claremont? Dude! That's cool. I don't even know what I would take if I was going to go. Like, what would I take to get him to sign for me? I don't know. I got no idea. Mr. Claremont, I've brought your entire X-Men run here. Do you mind signing this? And then he takes out a gun and shoots me. That's what happened. He would just take out a gun and shoot me. Oh, Dave Dorman. I missed him at Bell County a couple years back. Was that the first Bell County I went to? Where Dave Dorman was at? It might have been, because that was a really weird time in my life. Not a very happy time. Going to that convention, actually, and might have actually saved my life. Elizabeth, did you hear that Josh Brolin is an outdoorsman, so they're shoehorning a dune buggy pursuit and dune beside him? Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that could work well. I'm game for that. I mean, look, it's not like this is going to be like a Star Wars movie or a Star Trek movie or something where a dune buggy chase would be completely out of place, XLG. It's Dune. They're already in a place that has Dune in the name, so a dune buggy, dune chase, like, makes perfect sense. Wow, what a list of people at this convention. Hey! Mr. Berserker, that is the only thing I know Ron Garney from. Jeez Louise, this list just keeps going. How big is this freaking convention center? Oh, here we go. Most important people at the convention, right there. You know, it is a shame that my nephew is not actually into comic books, because this would not be like too long of a drive for him to make. And you could like give him all the dish about his uncle. Yeah, that Elizabeth, he's a real jerk-faced jerk. Yeah, and he smells funny. You should see him. He comes over here with his hand out. Oh, man. See, Matt Kent, yeah, I remember him from Berserker, too. Ron Lim, oh, man. I would get Homeboy to sign my Infinity Gauntlet books. Like, if he wants me to pay like $20 a book, I would do it. This convention is jam-packed with people. Holy moly. At such a big convention, won't you guys like feel like you're a little bit lost? Like this list of artists and writers is absolutely incredible. It's nuts. Oh my gosh. You guys are sharing a convention with JR. You might as well just leave. Just go home, Doug. Just go home, Mr. Ernst. There's nothing you can do at this point. It's over. It's over for you. No amount of trying to defeat the Daredevil with your cold brew is going to win. You can't do it. Oh, my nephew ain't gonna come up, man. I appreciate the thought. I know what you're saying is true. But he's not into that stuff. I was kind of hoping he was gonna come up and... Jeez Louise, Jim Shooter's gonna be there? Wow. Wow. What a list of talent. He's not gonna come bother you guys. He's not that kind of dude. He is way more into like playing football and that kind of material. Like I took him to Fred Van Lente. Oh man, I took him to a my comic book store here where I get the books at, and you know, he was looking through some of the free stuff because it was a Wednesday, of course, and he ended up leaving with like a sporting magazine from the '60s, and I'm just like, that's what you get? Okay, man. Like, you could have got, like, one of the million copies of some random Batman book that are literally sitting in the bin, waiting for you, right there. But, hey, you know, we all have the things we're interested in, right? We all got something that is our jam, and he happens to be, like, really into history stuff, which, to be fair, so am I, and so is his dad. So he's, like, into history, and he's into, like, sports. And of course, he's like, you know, a teenager, so he's also into things like first-person shooters. Like, I think he had a period of time where he thought, man, I could be a competitive Counter-Strike player. I think reality has cured him of that delusion, because who wants to be a competitive Counter-Strike player? But, you know, hey, when you're growing up, you never know. Oh my gosh, bro! Oh my gosh, I just looked down and scrolled a little bit. And right there, I want to see a convention where both Van Skivers are there, because I think it would be really funny to watch one of them try to kill the other one. I'm not sure which would try to do the killing, but I kind of feel like that's the relationship they have. I don't know. It does not seem like a happy one. But that's getting a little too much into... Whoops, just smacking Vampire. Whoa, cover them up. Cover up the ladies, Vampy. Cover them up, thank you. That's getting a little too much into like actual drama and stuff for me, because I am not in the mood for that. I'm not in the mood for drama. Kind of had, you know, a little bit of the rug pulled out from under me. What I am in the mood for, though, and I accidentally showed it earlier, but, you know, it's the thing that amuses me the most right now. I had no idea... Maybe Tim told me, but I don't remember him telling me that I was going to end up in the book. So that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I was just skimming my way through Common America Volume 9. Just scroll, looking, okay, yeah, this looks like it's going to be fun. This looks like it's going to be interesting. And then I get to like the epilogue material at the end of the book. And who do I see but a guy that's got the same like white streak that I have in my beard. Rocking a shirt the way I tend to rock shirts. With glasses. Oh my gosh! He actually kind of got the glasses right too. These are the freaking like angular ones. That I got last year. So yeah. Mr. Lim, or I'm sorry, Dr. Lim snuck me into his comic book. With a little cameo appearance. Which makes me be in a really weird spot. Like, how do I possibly review a book that I'm a character in? Like, if I just give it a good review, people are going to be like, yeah, you're just saying that because you're in the book. If I give it a bad review, they'll be like, yeah, it's just because you wanted more or something. So can I even review this book? I don't know. I'm stuck on that. I don't know what I can do here. But that was also the last topic I had prepared for tonight. was just, look at this. Not that I'm showing off or anything. I'm totally showing off a little bit. The intellectual nitpick. Yet, look, he's basically quoting me from when I talked to him last year. That's the thing. Like, those 2 bullet points of conversation are basically me talking to him. I'm like, dude, you know a guy who has a doctorate in this stuff. You can just run words by me. Oh. I gotta get Brian to put you in rags? You know, he probably would. Careful, I mentioned that cameo on Twitter because people get jealous. They can be jealous if they want. I don't care, man. If somebody wants to fight me because some guy put me in a book out of the kindness of his heart because it's funny, they can fight me. Like, whatever. People, like, there's no, like, my face is not secret. Like, people know what I look like. I don't show my face often, but I do occasionally. So it's not like people don't know who I am. Here, in fact, I don't know if I have the IV webcam thing set up here, but I can certainly turn it on and try. Where's that at? Yeah, how about? Oh yeah, let's angle it like this. That way Ninja Weasel can get the map. There we go. We'll get a little map love for Ninja. If I hit this, will it turn on? Yes, it's just underneath everything else. Hey, look at that. See? He nailed me. He really did. Boom. Face on camera. Oh. My tongue is red because I had an icy at the movie theater. You know, I really love that whole movie theaters showing these Ghibli movies all the time, man. It rocks. It's awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, gentlemen, and any ladies that happen to be in the audience, thank you for coming by. Mr. Ernst, I hope you got a song out. Yeah, I'm wrapping the stream up, dude. I hope you have a great time at Heroes Con. It looks like a crazy convention, man. Like, you've got everybody from Billy Tucci to JR to Matt Kent or whatever his name is. Like, it's incredible. I think you guys are going to have a blast. I kind of wish I was going. XLG, Ethereal Dragon, Ninja Weasel, and you beautiful, beautiful lurkers, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sadly, for those of you who had to see my face, you know, I was just wearing a t-shirt, not something with a collar. I should have went and changed before I'd done that. That way you could really match up the cameo. And have a great one, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. We're going to do that thing where I do the thumbs up, mute the microphone, and wrap the stream up in like 30 seconds. Boom! Should we hopefully see you again down the line? Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to make it to Bell County this year. I'm looking at the guest list, and except for you guys, it's kind of like I don't really care about the voice actors from like Ninja Turtles and stuff, so I don't know. I haven't booked a hotel room yet. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and mute the microphone. Take care, guys. And apparently I'm going to rest my hand on Vampirella's chest. Let's do that. There we go. Little vampy chest. There, we'll cover it up so Twitch won't be mad. Twitch? YouTube, so YouTube won't be mad.